Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture's My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to jump into chronic cough. And I'm noticing it's part of noticing, but I'm hearing a lot of complaints about a chronic cough that people have had, especially in the Western Hemisphere. It just won't go away. It feels as if there's phlegm sitting right behind the sternum notch. Or better yet, the jugular notch, or should I say the manubrium, which sits right above the sternum. And it just, to them, it appears annoying, and a natural reflex is a cough to it. Because whatever's there, the body naturally wants to get rid of it. So they cough. And whatever's irritating, in my opinion, the goblet cells that sit behind it to stimulate it to produce phlegm. There's some type of irritant back there. And the body can't seem to get rid of this irritant. And they're noticing that they're coughing for weeks on end. Now, some individuals are presenting, let's say, with other viral symptoms, loss of appetite, feeling lethargic, loose stools, gurgling sounds in the stomach, and fever, and more. And some aren't. They'll get over that phase, but that cough is persistent. It's there. You see, these are the reasons why I'm constantly recommending so many individuals to see an acupuncturist and make acupuncture a part of your life. Because in more cases than not, that problem has to do with chi deficiency of two separate organs. One is your spleen. Chi is deficient. And your lungs. The chi of your lungs are deficient. So to an acupuncturist, it's considered spleen chi and lung chi deficiency. And it has the relationship between those two organs, faced with a deficient pattern, can produce excessive amounts of phlegm and dampness internally. And you see, if you make acupuncture a part of your life, these are issues that you would be but so concerned with. Because there are herbal formulas that deal with this issue, as well as acupuncture. But the combination of the two, both acupuncture and herbs, can eradicate this issue quickly. But many of you who are suffering from this prolonged cough that you can't seem to get rid of, see an acupuncturist, or you can even contact Acupuncture's My Life by going to acupuncturesmylife.com and scheduling a virtual consultation session. Which means it doesn't matter where you are on this planet, you can access Acupuncture's My Life. We can discuss acupressure points to treat this problem, as well as herbal recommendations or herbal formula recommendations. So you have no excuse in not making acupuncture part of your life. But you see, when you talk, excessive talking can exacerbate the issue, causing you to cough more or desiring to cough more. In some cases, depending on how much water you drink, because it's always good to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Most individuals in the Western Hemisphere are walking around dehydrated and they don't realize it. But you see, if you drink plenty of water, there are those that are coming into the Acupuncture My Life clinic here in New York City and still complaining of the cough. And they felt that if they drank enough water, they can flush out the pathogen. It's not necessarily the pathogen that you may want to focus on in this case. You may need to see an acupuncturist so they can focus on both the spleen and stomach and harmonize that relationship to eradicate the excess production of phlegm and dampness that's accumulating behind the manubrium or the jugular notch. So you feel the persistency, or this persistence that something is there, and it's irritating. It's annoying. And it's tough to deal with. Why can't it go away? And some individuals have gone to see their medical doctors and you know, they're given medicine for it. The outcome, some didn't eradicate it, didn't get rid of it. They're tired of taking over-the-counter drugs. Definitely, once you notice that, it's time to start looking for an acupuncturist. And it's not to say an acupuncturist is better than a medical doctor or what have you. I'm not saying that at all. In a nutshell, I'm pretty much just saying make acupuncture a part of your life. Because sometimes you may try different modalities of healthcare and it just doesn't seem to resolve the issue. But then you turn around and you visit an acupuncturist and it's like, boom, resolution, issue solved. Next. And this is why I used to say in a lot of my past videos, I mean, not even videos, but podcasts, for you to take a second and stop what you're doing. If you're lifting something heavy, rest it down. Whether you're moving furniture or you're on a job, it doesn't matter. If you're operating some form of vehicle and it has wings, land at your nearest airport. Or propellers, for that matter. Wheels, pull over to the side of the road. If you're crossing the street, hurry up and safely get across the street. And then close your eyes and say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And then now open them. Boom. Guess what? You're now brand new. But you see, many individuals think of acupuncture as just being for pain. Hell no. It serves many purposes for making your life healthier. I mean, I deal with cancer patients, individuals that suffer from autoimmune disorders, chronic illnesses, acute pathogenic influences like flu viruses, along with other viruses as well. And in this case, a chronic cough that's annoying. But many of you are suffering from what some may call long COVID. And then others will label it something else. And then they'll come in to my clinic feeling as if I should agree with them. And they'll say, well, doc, what's your diagnosis? And after thorough assessment, in some cases, I'll say it's spleen and lung qi deficiency. And I'll get these looks like, what the hell are you talking about? And sometimes I'll make it easy and I'll just tell individuals, go to Acupuncture is My Life. And stay there for a few hours. Go to the entertainment tab. Hang out there for a few hours. And then in your next visit, ask me that question again. Let's see if you'll ask, what the hell am I talking about? And I say this to say, because on the Acupuncture is My Life website, I did an album, Acupuncture is My Life Volume 1, and it's on just about every music streaming platform. But you can't just type in Acupuncture is My Life, because for the most part, you'll get the podcast. But you have to include Volume 1. And I'm almost done with Acupuncture is My Life Volume 2, but back to Volume 1. It's educating you on acupuncture in musical format. And many universities now, many schools that teach acupuncture, play this album. Many individuals that want to learn more about acupuncture, just in general, listen to the album. I even get new patients that will come into the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City, and they've self-diagnosed based on listening to the album. I don't recommend you do that. You leave that up to your doctor of acupuncture to do. But it's good to learn about acupuncture and the many benefits that it has to offer. And that's why that album was made. There are music videos to support it, as well as other videos on the YouTube channel. But the channel is also on acupunctureismylife.com website. But the other thing is I get many individuals that ask, Doc, what made you get into this line of work? For one, I love it. I love it. But even if you want to learn more about that, you can purchase my book at acupunctureismylife.com as well. But when it comes to spleen and lung qi deficiency causing this annoying cough, again, when the spleen is qi deficient, phlegm forms, dampness forms in the body. And its relationship with the lungs, when the lung qi is deficient, it serves as the canopy for this phlegm and dampness. So now the phlegm comes up to the upper part of your body, and this phlegm and dampness chooses its area where it wants to hang out, in this case behind the manubrium or the jugular notch. And it remains persistent. So in that case, you have to look to eradicate this persistent phlegm that's hanging out, causing you to cough chronically. And an acupuncturist would nourish and tonify, but more so nourish qi of the spleen and qi of the lungs. So do me a favor. After now becoming aware of this, simply make acupuncture a part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?